what is the schema, what is a PCR, what exactly it is here,
Yes, 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 yes.
right? But what exactly we have to know when we are working as a support consultant or implementation is what is the necessity of a PCR? First thing that we have to know. Second thing, what is the benefit with the PCR? So first we should able to write a PCR. Later, what are the standard PCRs are there? What they are doing? What is their implications and effect? Okay, to understand normally there is a process. In IMG, we can configure. What we can configure? Directly I write some words. We can create payroll area, pay scale type, pay scale area, wage types. Apart from that, yeah, most of the cases we can. So these, yes, these we can maintain in the info type. In IMG, we can configure here, and later we can maintain those info types. So payroll area where we can maintain 001 info type, we can maintain. Pay scale type, pay scale area, 8 info type. Pay scale area also 8 info type we can maintain. Then wage types, it can be 8 info type, it can be 14, it can be 15, it can be 2010, it can be 0 to 67. This is very common for every country. Apart from that, in US payroll, there are garnishments related. So where we are going to maintain 0, 194, 0,
Uh-huh.
195, 195, even 216 also. Then coming to the benefits, 0, 171, 0, 167, 0, 168, 0, 168, 0, 169. If it is taxation,
Mm.
0207, 0208, 0209, 0210. If it is 10161, and if it is 234 also, right, these we are going to maintain. So that means whatever we configure in IMC, we are going to maintain the info types. Once you maintain info types by using a program is nothing but payroll driver, RPCALCU0, or that is a program. By using a program, you can run payroll, and PC00, PC00 underscore M10
Mm.
underscore
Yeah.
C, you can run payroll. So running payroll, technically, what does it mean? Running a running payroll is nothing but executing a program. What is a program? Now, a program is nothing but a payroll driver, PD, payroll driver, which contain so many subprograms. Indirectly, in functional point of view, subprograms. In technical point of view, they are known as includes. Subprograms. What is subprogram? Okay, a program is set of instructions. When you execute it, what to do, what not to do, where it has to go, where it has not to go, and what data is to be brought, what data not to be brought, the set of instructions it is written. So that a payroll driver is a set of transactions, set of executions means, so it will go to so and so info type, brings the data, and it will process. Another function or another PCR will take the data and it will calculate and it will show you the output. What function, what set of functions, what PCR, what set of PCRs are reading such data and showing you output. Knowing that technicality is known as schema, subschema, function, PCR. And there, again, if you wanted to know individuality in the sense, okay, first, whether it is calendar days or working days calculation, then proration or non-proration. Say, for example, you are running payroll for the month of June. Then 30 days, if you work, you are getting 30,000. Simple logic I'm taking here. You have
Mm.
taken 1 day LOP, so 29 days, how much? This is calendar days calculation. Then again June, and we have working days, 21 days only working days. 21 days, if you work, you are getting 30,000. You have taken 1 day LOP, assume that 20 days is equal to how much? In this case, 30 and 21, it is known as factoring. 29, 20 days is the partial period. To,
Okay.
to calculate partial period, what is the subschema? What are the functions are there that you have to know? Okay, then if you take, okay, whether calendar days or working days, for that there is a PCR, UP, just a minute. Can I have a, not UPPF, I think. US payroll, UPPF only. But whether it is there UPPF or XPPF, I think it is UPPF. If it is not there, XPPF also. So let me take it. Right. P01 is our T code, U000 is our schema, and go to UAP0 sub, no, UAL0 sub schema. Yes, XPPF, not you. That is a doubt came into picture. Right. XPPF PCR is there. It contains sub PCR, XPP0 and XPP1. Okay, XPP1 PCR, whether it is having calendar days or working days, it must have either calendar days or working days. Okay, if it is calendar days, then proration, non-proration based on calendar days, it will happen. But client wanted working days. So if client want working days, first you should understand what is this PCR and what are the modifications you have to do. So that first we should understand what is its behavior. So when we are going to learn about a schema PCR, first what is the behavior of SAP? Behavior of SAP, going to the database, extracting the data, calculating the salaries. How it is calculating? What is a client requirement? So whatever the execution of the SAP, if it is the requirement of the company and you need not modify any PCR, you need not write a PCR. If it is different, then you have to modify existed business process, not business process, your PCR or schema, and you should able to write a customer specific. Right. 90% cases, we should able to write one or two PCRs minimum. More than that, according to your company requirement, you can go. Say, for example, company is giving daily allowance per
Okay.
a day. It is $50. It is giving $50. It is giving. Simple logic I'm telling here. $50 it is giving. Okay, California people are getting calendar days. New York people are getting working days. Definitely should write a PCR here. If you want to maintain manually, how many times you have to calculate, how many calendar days are there, how many working days, definitely we need a PCR. Okay, writing a PCR is very okay. Now how to write a PCR? Say for example, simple logic I'm telling here. Per a day, it is $50. Calendar days, working days. Simple logic I'm telling. I will show you in the system also. Now in mathematics, how do you write down here? Okay, per a day it is 50. June month, calendar days 30 days is there. What is the amount you can write down? 50 into 30. 50 into 30. So you can take 1500 you can take if it is a calendar days. Okay. So in SAP, how do you write down here? Say for example, number is equal to. Okay. So TKSOLL, I will tell you. Rate is equal to 50. Then what we have to do? Number into rate. Number into rate. Number into rate, what will come? Amount will come into picture. So that means in SAP there is a logic here. This is MULTI multi NRA ADDWTI your waste time. So it's not much technicality here. Here TKSOLL TASOLL LL, TSSOLL. Here, these are the operations. SAP has provided standard. Here, second letter K means it's a calendar days. A means working days. S means working hours. In your company, how your company people are calculating, if it's calendar days, you can take this. Working days, you have to take this. Or working hours, you have to take this. Only the thing here. And one more thing, a waste type will have three things. So what are three things are there? Number, rate, amount. Number, amount, rate. Okay, somewhere you have to write down NUM, RTE, AMT. Somewhere you have to write down NRA. Okay, in certain PCRs you can write down NUM, Mm, N, okay, number, amount. Some somewhere you have to write down NUM, somewhere N, somewhere it is RTA, somewhere R, somewhere AMTA. When NUM, that also we'll discuss. So a PCR is nothing but a simple mathematical calculation. 0 to 9, if you can come to know. Addition, deduction, multiplication, divisible. If you know, you can write a PCR here. This is very simple logic here that we have to know. Right. So a simple PCR I will write down, I will show you so that you will get a clarity. Now I will come to that again. Let me run payroll, one data. Is it there any kind of data? PC00 underscore M10.
Last.
Mm,
ऊपर से last.
Okay, right. I have some data. Darnesh Prochi. Okay, let me take this Prochi. Recently we have written. I think it is on May month. Yeah, so this we can check it. Yeah. So personal number 700, you run payroll. ZPR5 is the PCR. Okay, right. Not a problem here. So we run payroll. We can see that employee number 700, 709, not 700, 709. You can check what are the components are there here. Oh, basic pay, city allowance, car allowance, commission, overtime, monthly bonus is there. Just a minute. This is which month we are running payroll? We are running payroll for the May month. Okay, not a problem. May month here. So here I will do a small logic I will do. But what is mean by PCR? Just you can come to know. How do you know your waste type? You're in WPBB function. We can see your waste type. One PR1, one PR2. It is there here. Just give me 1 minute. Now I can show you. SM30, where we can maintain processing classes, there is a table. V underscore 512 W underscore D table. Now country grouping is 10. What I am trying to tell you, when we run payroll, if we get any error, 1 PR1, let me show you. Here I'm removing here. Right, let me run payroll now. Only one employee I wanted to run payroll. Right, I'm going to run payroll. If I run payroll, definitely I will get an error. What is the error I'm going to get it now? Here I'm getting an error. So when you see the log here, gross compensation of time evaluation. So immediately you have to know this is time schema. How do we know? The logic we have to know. Right. What is meant by schema? Schema is set of functions and rules used to run payroll. The main schema of US payroll is U000. Any country there is a main schema. Okay, main schema contains so many sub-schemas. Some people they will ask you, how many sub-schemas are there? Is there any limit? There is no limit to be frank. Okay, but country to country number of schemas, sub-schemas are different. But very important sub-schemas are basic data, time, okay, recurring payments and deductions, okay, factoring, uh, gross to net, benefits, garnishment, taxation, okay, final processing, retro payroll, okay, LRT, ORT, and loan. These subschemas are very important. Basic data, what basic data will do? Basic data will read the data from 4 zeros, 0001, 0007, 0008, 0008 and 0027, some 2010 info type, even 006 also such as here. Time, it is reading 0007. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2010 and so. Recurring payments and deduction 14, 15, 0 to 67. Factoring, it is gross to, so it is calendar days or working days and proration, non-proration. Gross to net, okay, all earnings, all deductions and net salary. Benefits 0171, 0167, 0168 such as here. Garnishment 0194 and 0195 only here. Taxation, particularly taxation, it is reading some functions are there here. That is US tax, very very important function. And UUIM PCR, UMOT PCR, some extra PCRs also there. Then there are certain specific processing classes are there, 67, 68 such as right. Then final preparation, this is ADDCU function X070 PCR here, and final output we can retro is nothing but if you want to pay the salaries of the previous period, past period, that you can check. LRT, ORT, last result table, old, the nothing but so to compare last month pay salary, this month salary, it can be one basic pay or it can be whatever the wage type here. Loan is nothing but 45 and 0078. So these are the subschemas. Now what we are getting here, time evaluation. Time evaluation, nothing but time schema. What is a time schema? Time schema is UT00. In UT00, we have X010, X013, XMOD. In the place of that, we can write U010, U013 and UMOD also. Okay, so country specific is this. This is at international level. Some countries it is international PCR they can use. Any modifications are there, we can go. Here, if we can check here, U010. So U010 PCR, you must know what is this. If you wanted to know U010 this, and you have to know processing class 10. Sorry, processing class 01. What is processing class 01? Here in the log I can show you here. Here, U010 processing class 1. What it is telling here, 1 PR1 error is coming here. What does it mean? Okay, if you want more information, PE02, U010, if you click on change, here, this PCR, it is clearly in this, they specify the logic here. So a wage type must be maintained processing class 1, specification 0, 1, 2, 3. If you won't maintain, what will come? Error will come. So this error where we have in the PCR we have written the same thing, it is coming here. So that is the thing. What is that? Understanding or modification PCR knowledge. It's not a big, rocket science, but that is logical. That is logical. So that here what I wanted to tell you here, X010, X013, XMOD, and these PCRs, you have to know what are those. Okay, just I will show you one more, two more PCRs also. What is that? What I'm doing here, I'm maintaining 3. Then I'm going to maintain another processing class. Another PCR error will come into picture. So that means these are all the standard PCRs. I will write a customer specific PCR also. Now, if I go where it is coming, again time evaluation, that is time, but PCR is different. It is showing you one more PCR, X020 PCR here. It is telling here. X020 PCR processing class 3. What it is telling? Again here, one PR1 error. In the PCR, it is there here. Okay, so that we have to know. And I want to show one more also here. What is one more? Let me go there. Processing class. Again, you have to maintain 0. I'm going processing class 10. Again, I'm removing here. Again, save it here. But some countries, the same thing it will work out. So country to country, some variations are there. As a consultant, we have again graphs to this is tax. In the tax again here time factors. So time factors means what is the subschema? That is factoring here. This is what is the factoring here? UAL0. UAL0. What it is telling here, because we did that. I want to show you XVL PCR. What is XVL PCR? Processing class 10. What it is telling? System is telling is this Here you can check. And these slash 801216, what are those? How they are coming? What is here? It is 1 PR1. If you click on here, what is this? So if you know how to write a PCR, easily we can understand here. This is the thing here. Right. This is about how standard PCRs are there here. Now, here I want to write one PCR. I can show you the output here. So what PCR I wanted to write down here. Now, okay, daily allowance per a day, $50. We are running payroll for the month of May. Okay, calendar days I want working days. If that is the case, how do you write a PCR? Let me write one PCR here. Mm, what is a PCR? PE01, ZPR1, ZPR5. This is a main schema, it is already there. ZPR6, ZPR5 it is there here. Let me check it. ACTIO. Then again, you may have a question: how to identify a PCR, where
Yeah.
it is? Yeah, that is also very very important. I will tell you. It's very simple to identify a PCR and subschema. That I will tell you. Right now, what I'm trying to tell. So just let me go on PCR, and after writing, I can ZPR ZPR5 1 PR7. Let me go star. Okay, so I'm wrote ADDWT LMAZ 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 num is equal to TKSOLL, rate is equal to 50, multi NRA. I will change this also, NRA AWTI 1 PR7. Yes, what logic I have written here is very simple. Okay, TKSOLL means calendar days. So May month, so 31 days per day, $50. 50 into 31 days. This is the meaning of that. So we'll discuss later. That amount it is storing in 1 PR7. Right. So we are writing a PCR is one challenge. Then where to insert? That is also very, very important.
Yes.
Right. Now let me run payroll. If I run payroll, what I want, so run payroll, you are going to see your output here. Here you can check monthly bonus here 50 into 31 days. So 1550 is coming here. 1550 is coming here. Okay, but where I can see calendar days 31 days, Madhu? Yes, that is also we have to know. So if you want that knowledge, you have to know functions. The functions are in time management. In the time management, there is a function PARTT. In the PARTT, we can say here 31 calendar days, 21 working days. I want working days, Madhu. It's not calendar days. How many days they work? On the day it is paid. In such a case as 21 days. What should I do? Nothing is, it's not K. Only you have to enter A. You have to enter only A. Save it. So when I save it, what will happen? 21 into 50, 1050 will come into picture. Just you can go and check it. So click on execute. Now you can check it. Whatever the amount here we are getting 21 into 50, 1050 is good. But the condition, okay, then New York people are getting calendar days. California people are getting working days. How do you write down? Here the logic will come under. So that means there are some operations, variable keys are that we have to know. Okay, as it is the demo, I'm not going in depth. Just I
Got
wanted
it.
to show you. And finally, I want to tell you a schema contains 8 columns. Column number 1, column number 2, column number 3, column number 4, column number 5, column number 6, column number 7, column number 8. This is the line column. This is function column, parameter 1, parameter 2, parameter 3, parameter 4. This is a deactivation, this is a text. So line is always numeric, that is always a 6-digit numeric code. If a function is copy parameter 1, there is a subschema. This is how simple we can understand. A subschema is always column number 3, that is parameter 1, preceded by copy function. That is one thing. Second thing, if a function is PIT, if a function is ACTIO, if a function is MOD, if a function is P info type number, parameter 1, there is a PCR. Okay, these PCRs, it is preceded by these functions, followed by some are GEN, some are NOAB, some are like processing class, like it is there here. Okay, if you understand, if you are able to write a PCR, they are very simple. That is not a big thing, but you have to know. If you don't know this, you won't get output. Say for example, now we have written a PCR here. We have entered ACTIO. This ACTIO, I'm removing. I'm entering PIT. Assume that. If you write PIT, if you run payroll, see what system will tell. If you run payroll, you are not getting output. This is very difficult to understand what it is. System is stop, no rule is there. If you click on here, but system is telling there is no rule, but if you go there, rule is there. Rule is there. What is that? Rule is there, but here it is not coming. So it is not inserted the correct function PIT. But earlier ACTR it worked. When you put PIT, it is not working. So that we have to. That is one thing. Second thing, why we have to insert there only? If you can insert some other location, it won't work out. That is also very, very important. Now ACTIO I put over there here. If I run payroll, now you will get output. If the same PCR, if you can put just before that, I am running payroll, you are getting output here. This is perfect, you are getting here. Now, what should I do? I want to insert before that. Same PCR, ZPR5 GEN. If I write, what will happen? That there must be, see, simple logic I will tell in general language. You bought, you know, a big TV. When you buy a TV, normally where do you insert, where do you install? In the hall, most of the cases. Am I right?
Most of the
And
cases, yeah.
if I put a question, why don't you install in the kitchen? You, you laugh at me. Okay, the logic you know. Okay. A person is very rich and they can install. But if a poor guy is there here, one room is everything. Kitchen is that, bedroom is that, and if a TV is bought, and he will install in the hall itself here. Okay, but SAP is a global application, it's a rich application. Okay, whatever you want to write, there is a specific place is there. What is that? What is that? Okay, but a PCR, when we write down, why we have to insert over there? So that is a reason. Now, okay, that now I have written a PCR now. Earlier I have inserted under after XVAL. Now before XVAL, if I run payroll, you can check it. What you are getting? Still you are getting output here. Okay, let me write down here. Okay, this output is coming, but if same other PCR, if you write down, it won't work out. Now it is working, and after 1 or 2 months, not 1 or 2 months, if you run 2 to 3 times, and again you won't get this output. Some error will come into picture. Why we have to insert only there only? There are some reasons. So that if you wanted to know the reason, what is XVAL PCR? What does it do? You have to know. So altogether, what I am trying to tell you now here, schema PCR. What is main schema? What are the subschemas, their list, and those functions, and standard PCR, standard PCRs what SAP has provided. Then customer specific PCR we can write down. Okay, then how to write a PCR, where we have to insert. If we can insert some other locations, what is that? And you have to know all processing classes, all accumulation classes, all evaluation classes, because so a PCR schemas, it is a part of the processing class, accumulation class, evaluation classes you have to know. Okay, if you
Mm-hmm.
know them, when you run payroll, okay, when any error is there or any kind of query is there here, any kind of report is there, if you are able to understand about the log, if you are understanding the log, you are
Mm-hmm.
running payroll. If you know payroll driver, if you know main schema, if you know sub schema, if you know all functions, say for example, which function which function uh, which function system can calculate the taxes. But the bad luck here, uh, you know, okay, slash 3 series, slash
Mm-hmm.
4 series, slash 6 series, slash 7
That,
series secondary waste type. Here, ECC or S4HANA is not integrated to the BSI. Those
mm-hmm.
secondary waste type, all secondary waste types won't come. Only few secondary waste types are updated. It is not integrating to the BSI.
Mm-hmm.
100% tax output it won't come in the training. So this is pretty clear, you know that, because in real time only we can integrate to the BSI, so
Yeah.
that we have some input secondary waste types we have to provide, so that BSI will provide and they will come and they can come to know. But all secondary waste type and what all tax types are there here. So we underscore where T5 UTT table. There
Mm-hmm.
is 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1, 10, 41. These are very 40, I think, not 41, 40, I think here. 0 on withholding tax, 10 is employer unemployment, employer UI, unemployment insurance tax, and 40 also these. Okay, there is a logic in SAP. What is the logic here? Okay, in ECC, 01 tax code. In S4 HANA, 0001 is there here. Okay, so when you link a tax type, secondary waste types are generated slash 301, slash 401, slash 601, slash 701. What are the range we have to know? If it is 10 is there here. If it is 10 is there, slash 310, slash 410,
It is
slash
important
610,
now.
slash 710. What are those? Even 4C0 also it is there. What are those? Okay. They are generated by the system or a PCR. So normally we have secondary waste types are there. Secondary waste types are generated through a PCR and accumulation classes. So altogether, what is main schema, sub schema, functions, PCRs, all those things we will discuss. Yeah, this is what I'm going to teach. Any query from your end, and you can. Yeah,
Okay.
after this training, definitely you are very confident and you should able to write a PCR. If any error will come into picture, you can provide a solution. That confidence I can tell you.
Okay. Okay. Nice. So all the basics like what is function, what is
Yes,
operations. I
yeah,
know. I can
definitely,
see that you will cover it, right?
yeah, definitely
Mm.
right.
And US taxation also a little bit of US taxation.
Taxation almost all I can cover, but I cannot show you the output option is not there. All
Yeah,
functions
I
will
can.
discuss.
I
Yes.
get that. I get
Right.
that.
Like maybe how to insert the BSI,
Mm.
BSI
Mm.
version, then what is UPARI, okay, what is US
Mm.
tax, those things we'll discuss.
Okay. Okay. And
Right.
how long would be the duration of this course?
It is minimum 1 month. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, 4 weeks is enough. Sometimes it can be extended 5 weeks also. Maybe
Okay.
sometimes 6 weeks. 4 weeks it is. If regularly, if it will go ahead, 4 weeks or 5 weeks, we can finish it.
Okay. Okay. And 1 hour training or two
Yeah,
hours?
daily 1 hour. 2 hours you cannot control. 1 hour is enough.
Yeah, get it. And I'll be getting the access and everything na,
Yeah,
to practice
definitely.
and
Every day, whatever
okay.
I will type over there
Mm.
here, I will share with you. Recording they will provide, and it's no problem.
Okay. And